If LSU drops the opener yet again, it's going to be scary hours. It's going to be an overreaction smorgasbord, if you will. I promise you, first take, is Brian Kelly out at LSU? Is he the right guy? Is LSU once again going to sail their way into mediocrity? Like, all of that and then some will be out in front of LSU should they lose the game to Clemson. Even if it's like a one-score loss to Clemson. Clemson at the buzzer hits a field goal and walks it off in their Death Valley. It's like, it was a close game. It was back and forth, but Clemson won the game. So therefore, everyone and their mama that has a microphone says LSU's overrated, Brian Kelly's cooked. Once again, LSU flat on their face, losing the opener. Here's what I want to make sure we say on the front end. I'm not backtracking anything, dude. I sat here a couple of weeks ago, ate a Popeye's chicken sandwich and salute to Louisiana. I said LSU's winning a national freaking championship. They're winning the first week against Clemson. So I'm standing on business here. I'm not backtracking anything. But with that being said, LSU is going to play a lot of transfers. Going to play a couple of freshmen here. I expect Harlem Berry, the all-everything true freshman, back to get some burn for them in this game. I expect DJ Pickett to potentially start at corner, if not start, play a whole heck of a lot for the Tigers. There is going to be, count them, I think 14 players for LSU playing in this game with their first time wearing an LSU jersey. It would be different if you were playing Louisiana Monroe. No knock on Louisiana Monroe. It would be different if you played La Tech your first week. You play the Clemson Tigers. You play a team that's got really good odds for the national championship, a team that won the ACC a year ago, and oh, by the way, a team that's number one in returning production in college football. So we said it during the preview and prediction for this game, like Clemson, they're not second-guessing anything about themselves. They are rolling in from last year to this year. There is no reset. There's no let's get right. It is like, no, pretty much the same team from last year, new defensive coordinator, let's go. So for LSU, the point I'm trying to make here with the portal pieces and the freshmen that are going to play, it might take a half second to break in. Even in this game, it might take a whole half to break in for LSU. Now, I'm super high on Garrett Nussmeier. I'm super high on the weapons, and I'm super high on the continuity at coordinator to where I still think LSU wins this football game. But if LSU takes a second to totally gel from a roster level, don't overreact. Don't listen to everyone with a microphone saying LSU is once again overrated, once again they're cooked. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Because quite honestly, the spot in itself for LSU, I don't love it. I don't. And again, this is me kind of speaking out of both sides of my mouth. LSU, I think, will win the football game. With that being my take, I also think that this is a tough spot with a team that's, I just told you all the things that are unsettled about LSU. A lot is settled about Clemson. I mean, this is a spot, too, where you are on the road in a place that's going to be pretty raucous in their Death Valley. You don't think they heard what Brian Kelly said about you calling them Death Valley Jr.? You don't think they took that a little bit personal? I've said it many times. We went to the game at a noon kick with Florida State rolling into town. And it was hot, dude. That place was filled up and rocking an hour before the game even got rolling. This is a night game. This is week one. This is a 0-0 opponent versus a 0-0 Clemson. They will be dialed in for this. They will. I promise you. So all the things externally for LSU that don't have to do with the roster, that also kind of favors Clemson. Go back to the roster itself, too. Like you talk about your one question if you're LSU. It's the offensive line. How are they going to look? I mean, Brian Kelly feels good about him, which if he feels good about them, then I probably feel better about them. But, like, Clemson's going to have 2 top 10 picks on that defensive line alone. That's the strength of their football team. So the strength of their football team is up against the question of your football team. I don't love that matchup from a bird's eye view. So this isn't the BCS. It's not. If LSU drops this game, they're not cooked. They're not done for. There'll be a bunch of memes on social media. Everyone's going to run to get their take off of, well, LSU, once again, falling flat on their face. Brian Kelly can't win the opener. Where's the team at mentally? He's not a good coach. You'll hear all that. You'll hear all that. And this is not me trying to tell you that if they lose, it's okay, no big deal, it's all right, just like walk it off. It's going to suck. It's going to hurt. I mean, if LSU loses this game, I have, I think, 2 options for you if you're an LSU fan. You can go with the old shower cry, which is cathartic. It's always a good move whenever you're just feeling some kind of way. Nobody can hear you. You got the hot water running. If you want to sit down in the shower, no shame in that. This is a big game. Shower cry, sitting down, it's an option. Also go with the trusty bath meal, all right? Get yourself some pizza, maybe little bubbles in there, some you time for the rest of the night. Like, just turn on Marvin's Room. Do all of that stuff. But when the sun rises the next day, understand, It's not a computer deciding the college football playoff. It's not a 4-team playoff. It's a 12-team playoff. Because you know who else had a good shower cry last year? Ohio State. The last game of the regular season, losing to their rival. They won the national championship. So understand, what LSU is here right now in the month of August is going to be different than what they are in the month of October and November, and then hopefully for the Tigers and for my own prediction in January when they play for all the marbles in Miami. I don't love the idea of them losing this game with what that would do for them mentally, but make no mistake about it. They're not cooked. They're not overrated. They're not done for. They're just a team that's trying to break in some new pieces that still will have a lot of runway and be a team that I think can and still will contend for a national championship. I'm not backing off this pick. I'm a man. Shout out Mike Gundy. I'm not 40, but I'm 29. Bottom line here, LSU, if they drop the opener, don't believe the overreaction. The Tigers are going to have their burial that Sunday morning. It's not the case, not true. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. So take those overreaction medications and make sure we're properly dialed for that Saturday night showdown.